How do you think that AI is going to change the work culture?
AI is only going to enhance your position. But the 9 to 5 concept definitely will be declining because AI provides us with the ability to make things work faster. So the reason we brought in flexibility into work is because it makes our employees more sustainable with us.
Hi, my name is Hemalata. I am an associate professor at Oxbridge Business School, Bangalore. We are going to launch this platform featuring thought-provoking conversations with trailblazers across business, social impact, mental well-being, ethics, our global alumni network, and beyond. Through engaging discussions, real stories, and fresh perspectives, Kyndryl Talks aims to ignite curiosity, inspire learning, and empower the innovators of tomorrow. We are kicking off our very first episode with a seasoned industry expert who brings decades of insight and real world experience, setting the tone for impactful conversations to come.
Hi, in this episode of Catalyst Talk by OPS, we have Ms. Vidya Prabhu, Associate Director, Kyndryl Chennai, who will be giving us insights on global debate topic, Future of Work. Vidya Prabhu, Chief of Staff at Kyndryl's Digital Workplace Services, leads global delivery for 600 plus clients and 10 million plus devices with deep expertise in cloud, DNI, and transformation. A TEDx speaker, award winning leader, and mentor. She campaigns women in tech and drives inclusion initiatives. She is also a keynote speaker, board advisor, and media personality with 23 plus years in IT. Recognized globally for her leadership, she was featured in the Oscar qualifying film Icons on Women in Tech, which was screened at Hollywood, to which she was invited for the Oscar movie screening and red carpet. We welcome you, ma'am.
Hi, everyone, and thank you for joining us for this session today.
Ma'am, as you're into IT, how do you think that AI is going to change the work culture? And what type of profession is going to be at risk?
Whether you're in IT or not, the one thing that you should not worry about is if AI is going to put anything at risk. That's a very, I'd say, a negative term to use. I think what we can think of is how is AI going to challenge us to improvise in the way we work, in the way we think, in the way we integrate, collaborate. So I wouldn't call it risk because a risk is where market go is something like where the market goes down and you're at risk of losing your job or you're at risk of losing your financial gains and profits. But this is not the case with AI. AI is only going to enhance your position in the market, both personally and professionally. So we should look at it as a challenge that all of us should work towards and enhance our ability rather than a risk which has a negative impact. I think that's my take.
Okay. Ma'am, so now, like after, especially after pandemic, there is this work from home, work at your comfort. Now, this and traditional way of working, basically the 9 to 5 job. So, with this 9 to 5 job or the skills, what has to be updated to stick on to work from home? How would that impact us, ma'am?
Okay, so I think there is no traditional 9 to 5 job at all nowadays. Even in the academic field, I have heard from lecturers, from professors that there is no 9 to 5 concept now, that even you all are working after you get back home, that you're still connected to your students, you're still connected to the academic institution, you're still trying to communicate over communication tools like WhatsApp, email, etc. So the 9 to 5 job is definitely not going to be in the picture. That said, how is it going to change the culture and how we have to become ready? I think the work from home culture is slowly reducing. Most organizations are highly encouraging extreme hybrid work where you have to come to work at least 2 or 3 days a week. And it is very important that we have a hybrid work culture. One, because if you're not going to meet your people, if you're not going to meet teams, if you're not going to talk to clients, then the human touch of workforce is going to reduce. Your collaboration is reducing, your teamwork is reducing, the spirit of being one organization reduces. So it's very important that we embrace this hybrid work of coming to work, showing up at your office space, and also using the flexibility of working from home where required. But the 9 to 5 concept definitely will be declining because of both flexibility of options as well as the options of being able to deliver as per the client timing, as per project requirements, as per organizational requirement, as per the skill need, etc. So there will be a change, a shift, and all changes are always for the good. It's just that when we are undergoing the change, we don't realize it. At a later stage in time, we.
When you just said flexibility and working in flexibility, now how does flexibility and sustainability be in future generation, because we have AI and new tech coming in, so how would that be?
Okay, so two different concepts, I think, flexibility and sustainability, that are coming together thanks to AI, because AI provides us with the ability to make things work faster. And while I'm quoting that it reduces human intervention, it also reduces space for error, space for mistakes. And those are some of the advantages or flexibilities that'll come our way because of the AI intervention. Whereas for sustainability, I think every solution that AI is generating or any kind of workaround that we're coming up with is always sustainable. No one today wants a gap fix for any problem. All of us are coming up with sustainable solutions. And connecting to my previous answer on the work culture change or the change in a 9 to 5 concept. So the reason we brought in flexibility into work is because it makes our employees more sustainable with us. It helps them stay with us for longer. It helps employees build that passion for the brand that they work with. So flexibility and sustainability come together. AI enhances it because it provides you with solutions that are both sustainable and flexible. Also, AI helps you to generate solutions that are meant for the future. So they are future oriented. And today, what we are calling as future is just 6 months, right? Future does not mean 2 or 3 years. Anything that we do is probably going to be valid for 6 months or a year, and then there will be a shift. So that way, yes, it is quite future oriented from a flexibility and sustainability standpoint.
Our future, like you said, future is just for 6 months or approximately to a year. So if this is the thing, then how does a professional skill them up for the future?
Okay. One thing that I'd like to that will replace skills or replace humans or dominate the future. I think it is someone who has the skills and the knowledge in AI who will be the person who can make a difference. From a readiness standpoint, unless you are open to this change, you are not moving towards readiness. So the first step is becoming open to the changes that you see around you. Two is adapting those changes as quickly as possible into your workforce, into your employment strategy, into your academic strategy. And once we start adopting them, then we become ready and more open. And the third and the most important thing about skilling is be passionate about learning and moving on. It's not okay to be bored. You have to move forward. You can't be complacent and happy with what you're doing. If you're not ready to move forward, if you're not ready to unlearn what you know and learn new things and then relearn them as technology changes, then we will be stagnant, and then your future may roll out slower than somebody else's.
Ma'am, thank you. But just as an educator, I have a very serious question, because we see every year students getting graduated, ready for the corporate world. But how to prepare students where the job is not yet exist?
Okay, I totally agree that academicians face a lot of issues. Definitely preparing someone for what is not visible is quite challenging. I think what you need not worry about is how can I prepare my outgoing student for 3 years from now or 5 years from now. My take would be prepare them for 2 years from now. And after that, the industry and the student will take care of themselves for sure. Because even today, can we prepare ourselves for 2 years? Yes, we know what certifications to do, what education path to take, what programming language to learn, what AI based technology to be pro at. These are things that we can foresee and we can learn and move forward. But if you're going to think, what am I going to prepare my student for 5 years from now or 7 years from now, then it's a very long shot, I think. So for students and for you, my only recommendation would be think for 2 years, upskill for 2 years, and gear up the game for 2 years from now. As in, be ready for 2027 already or 2028 already. And I think that will do. After that, how technology changes and how the world moves, we will all evolve with time.
And so, from your perspective, what is future of work?
From my perspective, and I have read this as well, it is that, for example, in my when my father was working, he had one career. He worked with one organization, he had one job, and he retired from that organization. So that changed when it came to my generation. I have worked with maybe 2 or 3 organizations now across the 23 plus years that I've been working. And from here on, the future of work will be that everyone will not only change organizations, but change job types as well. Someone could be a programmer today and could probably become an AI based chef tomorrow. Absolutely possible. We see a lot of things happening like that around us. So every student today, I think, should prepare for two things. One, change, which is going to be very, very rapid. Two, job types that they will have to move or change. You can't be a coder all through your life. You can't be a hardware technician all through your life. That's not going to happen. So that's the future of jobs. You will do multiple types of jobs across multiple organizations in your career. And I'm very happy that a lot of people are also moving into entrepreneurship. So entrepreneurship is going to bring in a lot of new ideas, a lot of AI based ideas, a lot of technologically driven ideas, of course, fueled by human passion. So all these are things that will change the future, or this is how I think the future of job or workforce is going to be.
Okay. This is just uh, a news which was read that basically IBM, which is Kyndryl is a part of IBM. So we've come across a news that hatchers have been replaced by AI.
Okay, so Kyndryl spun off from IBM 3 years ago, and
Hmm.
we are a standalone organization now. We are a completely different organization.
Hmm.
And I'll generically answer your questions. Is HR being replaced by AI? Is program management being replaced by AI? Is learning and organization being replaced by AI? So again, and I'll go back to my first point that I said, it's not replacement. Definitely not replacement. It is enhancement. What it means is what somebody would have been doing for 3 hours every day of their life. Today, AI can do that. So what do I do with the 3 hours that I have? I do something different, something faster, something more productive. So does that mean that I got replaced? No. A part of my job got replaced, and then I have been able to enhance and move up in my job. That's what's happening. And it just so happens that it gets interpreted differently. And I think this is just an example of interpretation. But AI is not going to replace us. It's only going to enable us and make us faster, better, more efficient.
Thank you, ma'am. Right, it was an insightful conversation. Thank you for joining us, ma'am.
Thank you so much for your time. It was really nice talking to everybody.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thanks for tuning into today's episode of Catalyst Talks by OBS. I hope you found it insightful. That's all for now. Catch you in the next episode featuring more inspiring voices and thought leaders.